30. Okay.
Who's
This
Fadi?
this Wadi.
Fahad.
Fahad, sorry. We have Fahad in the chat right now. Fahad, guys, this is a great way to start the 30 days of dedication. Fahad, sorry, I'm getting my names mixed up. Anyway, um, first team debut or first team on the bench for Fahad. Did you see that, Sam? He's on the bench for the first team goalkeeper as a
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
no, yeah, I saw that. He sent it to me. Really, really good achievement. Um, it shows he's working hard and it's paying off.
So well done. I think Fahad has been at the train effective camps when the first time he came, he must have been 15, 15 years old.
Fahad, tell us, how old were you when you
T-
first came?
Tell us, Fahad, but I'm guessing 15, 16, 17. I think Fahad's
16, okay.
16 at the moment. 16. So we're a 16-year-old with no club. And now Fahad is he 17, 18?
Yeah, I think he's
Point
around
it,
18, yeah.
he'll confirm in a sec. The point is, he's come to the train effective camp 3 times. Every time he's leveled up, got better. Fahad, he's just confirmed, he's 18 years old now. He's now on the bench for the first team down in Qatar, and he plays for a second division Qatar team, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's now on the bench as a first team goalkeeper for the second division Qatar team. And that's a huge step. 18 being on the bench, first team. Um, I'm sure you'll make your debut soon, Fahad. That's going to be huge for you. So well done. Well done.
Yeah, man, amazing. Keep it up, Fahad, bro. Keep it up. It's just the beginning.
And guys, if you're listening right now, you might hear, Sam's got a few sniffles.
Yeah,
He
guys,
hasn't been
apologies.
well. Obviously, Sam, you weren't on the stream yesterday. Everyone was missing you. They were saying, "Where's Sam?" But today is the final days of the 30 days dedication. And when we were talking earlier, Sam said, "You know what? I'll come on. I'll come on just to close it out. Be here." And that's what the 30 days of dedication is all about. Sometimes you just don't, you're not in the right state to come on, but you got to do what you got to do.
100%. Guys, I'll be honest, right now, I'm probably not in the greatest states. I don't look great. I don't feel great. But I thought, it's the last day. I had to make sure I'm here for you guys to close out the show and yeah, man, hopefully make it a good one. So yeah,
Yeah. So
apologies for the sniffles and things like that. Just bear with me for this live, please.
yeah, you're gonna be all good, Sam. All good. The training factor community is going to support you, but being sick is not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah.
How was yesterday though?
It was good. We had really good participation. We talked about how to train in the winter. So we talked about all these different examples about how you can make the most of winter for your training, where to train. We talked about clearing snow from you got those boxes where you train, the
Yeah,
football
yeah.
boxes, clearing out the snow and watching some clips of actual train effective players clearing out the snow and doing some training themselves. So it was very motivational.
Yeah.
I think very motivational. People got a lot of value out of it, and it was a good episode. So anyone that wants to go see that, go to our podcast or go YouTube and go to our live section. You'll see.
Nice.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah. We've had a lot of clips this week, Sam, that have been going viral on the social media because we've been increasingly at Train Effective just watching more and more clips.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen on our social media, but some of these pages, some of these reels have gone super viral. Um, have you seen any of these that have gone really viral recently?
I'm not too sure. You're gonna
You've
put.
been sick.
Yeah,
You've
I've
been
just
sick
been
too.
bedbound. Yeah.
Don't know. I'll send one live right now. Okay, this is a very interesting one that we just saw. Uh, this has started to go viral. So let's have a look at this. Do you know the player Rio Hatate
Who
at
does he play
Celtic?
for?
Celtic.
Celtic. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Let's have a look at what he does here.
Hatate's unusual warm-up routine. Before touching the ball, Celtic's Reo Hatate primes his brain with simple eye movements: up, down, left,
That is
right.
so
This
strange. I've never
trains
seen
pitch
this one
scanning,
before.
quick decision-making, balance, and reaction time. By warming up his eyes first, he sets himself up for sharper touches, smarter positioning, and more confident play.
It's just about getting into good habits. So doing it in training sessions,
He's
whether that's
warming
a
up
group
his
training
eyes.
session, individual training session, just constantly get in the habit of scanning.
Yeah, warms up the eyes. Like, I
Yeah.
guess it's like, yeah, he's doing it just to get the peripheral vision sort of like, I don't know, in tune.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to interview him and just ask him, why he does it, but that's our assumption.
That's so interesting, man. I've never seen that one before. So
Yeah.
I mean, if it works for him and he feels like it gets him in that zone, then so be it, I guess.
So doing it in training sessions, whether that's a group training session, individual training session.
But if you look at even that, like another Japanese player, he's juggling, and then he looks left and right, and then controls the juggle again. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So he's also kind of practicing the scanning element. And who's
For
that?
sure.
Someone else is practicing the scanning element. And there's Declan Rice. Yeah.
Hatate's
So yes, Sam, that was a clip. Do you do anything like that when you're preparing for your games?
I'll be honest, I've never done anything like that. Never, no. So I might. Who knows? I might try it next game.
It's what the 30 days of dedication is all about. Some new inspiration.
Exactly.
Some new inspiration. Is there anything that you do in preparation for games you go, oh, other people are going to find that very strange?
Honestly, I don't think there isn't much, like in terms of what other people might look at and be like, oh, that's strange. I just do, what works for me. And I think I've spoke about this in one of the other days, about making sure I'm like the day before is where it mainly starts, and the day of the game. Day of the game is just having my like morning coffee, and then just my pre-match meal. So my pre-match meal has actually changed this season. So I used to have like pasta, but now I've started on the pancake. I saw the pancakes go viral. Declan Rice was speaking about it, and I tried it, and it actually helps as well. Like it works. So I started that this season as well. So yeah.
Was it pancakes?
Yeah, so it's like four pancakes, maple syrup, some like berries. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, pancakes. I can see that.
Ettore, yeah, just drop me a message on WhatsApp, bro. Drop me a message and we'll speak.
It's 72 a Torre. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Drop him a WhatsApp message. Ettore is saying, "Hey Sam, I'm thinking of coming back this summer and keep going with the experience." Of course, Ettore was one of the standout players at this year's camps in London. So we'd be glad to have him back. Very standout player. We're very excited to continue working with him. And guys, as you know, if you're just tuning in, Sam is a little bit sick, but guys, 30 days dedication. This is the final day, so he's staying dedicated.
Couldn't miss the last day, guys. I couldn't miss the last days without you guys. So yeah, man, I'm here, getting through it, and then after this live, I'll be heading straight to sleep.
Love that. We have another clip that's gone viral, Sam, and it's about Erling Haaland. Have you seen this? We'll get it playing.
Yeah, I saw this one. Yeah.
Hands out, arm out.
That
Not like
defender.
that. Just like that. Get your half a yard distance. Because then, if he tries to shoulder barge me now, my arm's there to support you.
Yeah, bang on, Coach Ben.
Yeah,
he's right.
Coach Ben. This clip has got about at least 2 million views across social media.
Really?
So Yeah, it's gone pretty viral, this one.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
not 2 million, at least 1 million. I'm not going to say 2 million, at least a
any
million.
game
But
I've seen of that Asensio and Real Madrid, he just looks like just an annoying pest of a defender. Um, and even that reaction when Haaland's like pushed him, he's like jumped on the ground and like so theatrical.
yeah, I wanted to show that clip as well. There's another clip I saw, and I didn't want to share it because it looked like broadcast footage that get copyrighted. But he was such a pest, such a pest. I don't
Mm,
know if we're talking about the same clip, Sam, but he was constantly just had a hand on him, had a hand on Haaland.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think because Haaland's so big, so powerful, so strong. Like he's probably thinking, I just need to just wind them up. I need to do anything I can just to stop him.
yeah. And I think City won this match anyway, didn't they? But
Yeah, they did.
it was still fine margins. Yeah. So, guys, this is a great example. Like, you can see the size difference between these two players, and if you watch back the match, you'll just see constantly he's always on Haaland, like has an arm on him, trying to wind him up. And I think this is a perfect example of you could have a player bigger and stronger than you, but you got to do everything in your power to make sure you put them off. You know, shoulder barge them, put your arm out, like Ben says in the clip.
Mhm.
Do everything you can to just wind up these players and stop them. And
100%. Like people don't use their arms enough in football, especially like young players. Like your arms are there to protect you, to give you like that yard, that yard of space away from the defender, away from the opposition. Um, so use your arms, guys. Trust me, it helps. Like make sure you use that forearm to protect yourself, for the defender not to get the ball, the opposition not to get the ball. Yeah, and the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it, and you'll get better at it. But trust me, guys, in a professional game, if you look at any game, players are using their arms. They're always making sure they have that kind of distance away from the opposition, and yeah, it makes a massive difference.
I remember when I was probably in my second or third week of trial at FC Volendam, which was in Holland.
Mm-hmm.
And in our training session, we had a couple of players from the first team that were training with us. And then there was this one big, I think he was like 6'5", and we're playing Brazil like 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5 with
Yeah.
2 goals. And then I remember I was marking this 6'5" guy, and he's Dutch guys are tall,
Mm.
tall and big, like all over the place. And like I just remember he's just putting his arms out, using his body, and I'm thinking, how do I stop this guy? Because he kept turning me and finishing.
Mm-hmm.
And then coach said, I'm like, I was at the time, I'm like, I'm much smaller than him. I don't think the coach is going to say anything because what can I do really, in this situation? But
Yeah.
coach comes up to me later after the match. He's like, Nick, you need to be stronger against. You can't let defenders turn you like that. You can't let attackers turn you like that. You got to be stronger. I'm
Mm.
thinking to myself, okay, yeah, actually, I really need to switch my mentality there because even if this guy is 20 kilos heavier than me, I gotta find a way to put him off, to barge him, to wind him up, and so I learned very early like that's the mentality you need to have.
100%, literally, like, and it, football's a weird one because a lot of players, especially like every player's probably done this when you're young, and then you see a much bigger player, and you're like, oh my god, he's so big. Like, how am I gonna even like, play against him? Blah blah blah. But trust me, it's height it makes no difference. Obviously, like yes, if someone's tall, they're gonna have an advantage of you in the air, etc. They might be a bit stronger than you, but you can match them in other ways. Technically, I mean, you can match them in with your brain. You can be 2-3 steps ahead of them every single time on the pitch. Like your next move every single time, so they can't really get near you. Whether you're trying to get a little bit physical with them, it's always trying to, as Nick said, put them off balance a little bit as the ball's coming to them. If you're defending them, a little nudge here and there can always just make the difference, just to put them off balance and make them take a heavy touch. So there's little key things you can do in the game, and it's just called it's intelligent play, and even like winding up the opposition. You could like from behind just pull their shorts or like just anything. There's little bits and bobs footballers do, man. Like, you know, that, and trust me, I've experienced it loads of times in my games as well. Yeah.
Guys, the mentality shift. Have no fear. Wind them up. Do everything you can. There's another clip of, just speaking of like using your body. There's another clip that came to my attention earlier. So this is a La Liga game. La Liga game, Barca versus Atletico, I think. And well, I'll just play this clip. You basically have Marcus Rashford on the ball here. He's shielding the ball, using his body. Yeah. Anything you see here, Sam?
But like, even with this, like, he's always, first of all, his balance is great here, and he's always aware of like where his teammates are, and the way he's like using his body to turn and to give himself the best opportunity to get out of this kind of the corner he's in right now. Like when it comes over here, that touch here, just honestly with his left foot, and he moves his body, and then he's out of that situation. You know, that here he's looking, he's seeing where's my teammates at. He's using his arm for protection, he's using his body for protection, and then this extra little touch of his left foot just to give him that extra yard, and then, you know, through the little gap. But he's always aware of what he's doing. He's always in control of what he's doing, which is the key thing to take away from that video.
Yeah, great one. I think
Dr.
it's even
Mix.
interesting. Dr. Mix a lot.
He's playing football now on Sundays. Love that, man.
Dr. Mix-a-Lot, we're in the USA right now. We've got a train effective camp going on in the USA right now, but down in Miami. Maybe we want to fly down and give a nutrition course.
Yeah, man, pop by Dr. Mix-a-Lot. Honestly, a special guest, they would love it.
Special guest. We need to collaborate. But yes, Sam, even just, I'm going to pause it here. Even in the clip you see, like, who's that player next to him, number 7?
Who's that? Is that Ferran Torres?
I think so.
Yeah, it might be Ferran Torres. Yeah,
it is. Even him, like with the teamwork, just blocking him off as well.
Yeah, 100%. Look, just putting his body in the way and giving Rashford just a little bit more time.
That teamwork makes the dream work, guys. And I've seen in interviews Rashford talk about like a good camaraderie, good kind of team environment at Barca, and you know, when you're fighting for your other teammates, that's what you do. You protect them.
100%.
It's a good example. Good example. Before we get into any other clips, let's see. Any other questions that we got in the chat today?
Who's the best fullback in your academy? Best fullback we've ever had at Train Effective.
I think I know who you're going to say.
Who do you think I'm going to say?
First of all, just for everyone that's watching, you know, we don't have the academy that like everyone is there every day of the year. Like we do the camps. We have an elite camp where we get the best of the best that have come to all our camps, and we, you know, then we have fullbacks and stuff. But I was going to say, Sam, the elite camp that we recently had in Portugal is where we had a very good fullback by the name of Connor.
Yeah.
One of the players that got scouted from the elite camp, Train Effective elite camp in Portugal. So I'd say that's probably one of the best fullbacks we've seen at Train Effective. Who would you say?
Yeah, I'd say 100% Connor is up there, especially him not being a fullback at all. Like he came in as a centre mid, so, and I thought, you know, him as probably suited him, and that's what we do at our camps, guys, as well. Like you could come in as a midfielder, but us coaches would feel like you can have a better career or you could excel in another position. And that's where, you know, we try and make it position specific at our camps and try you out in different positions and Connor ended up getting scouted being a right back, whereas he'd probably like never thought he would be a right back. But we saw something in him in that position and how kind of his style of play was, and now he went on trial and he's going on to do great things hopefully. Another fullback we had was obviously Luka. I thought Luka again, he was probably one of the standout ones. Croatian boy, tall, quick, powerful, and even with him, we ended up playing him like as a centre back, which is very rare to see kind of left-footed centre halves these days. So that's why we thought that could be a massive advantage for him to play as a left kind of centre back, especially with his height, his pace. His technical ability and his being able to read the game as well. So I'd say, yeah, them two for sure, probably the standouts.
Yeah. We have a video of Luca here actually where we have a live reaction to him getting scouted. So if you want to go see that video, and there's you, Sam, talking to him, giving him the news, the good news. So if you want to go see that video, go search up Train Effective Elite Camp Explained, and you can see kind of all the stories, all the different stories of players that got scouted, successful, and Luca's one of definitely the standout players in the camp. So have a look.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Cohen is asking, what do you think about Phil Foden's rise in form?
You had a good week in fantasy, didn't you?
Me?
Do
Do you know what? I haven't really checked it, but yeah, I think I did. I think I did. Even though I put 16 points on my bench, which is a shame. I had Wilson on bench, but I think overall I done great. But yeah, Phil Foden is, you can tell, like, I think that is very typical of Phil Foden. I feel like every season there's a patch where Phil Foden hits form, and there's like a good couple of months where he's just a man and he's scoring, he's assisting week in, week out, and then he'll go off the radar a little bit, and then he'll lose a bit of form, and he won't be, that the kind of man. But that, I feel like Phil Foden, if he can do that on a consistent basis, throughout the whole season, I think you're talking about, one of the great players in the Premier League. And the other player at City that I love, I don't know if you can get clips of him, but Ryan Cherky, like, what a player, man! What a player!
That Ravona.
Honestly, the Ravona is like the least of it. It's just the way he plays. Like, he's so good. Like, I could sit there for hours just to watch him play. He's that kind of player. There's certain players you just enjoy watching, and I just look at him and I'm thinking, how does someone make football look so easy? Like, he makes it look so easy. I don't know if you guys have seen a couple of his training clips when he was, I don't know if it was France or at Lyon. There was a YouTube clip of, like, they're pinging balls to him and he's taking a touch, finishing. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've seen that video as well. I think it's right here, actually. If you do check refinishing, just search that up. I think this is a video you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
right?
the one. Yeah. Look, guys, just look on the YouTube. Look. His first, like, both feet as well, like, ridiculous. Touch, right foot.
Oof.
Easy. Touch. How many do you think he's gonna get in a row?
You get all of them.
Look at that. Just like, he just makes it look easy. That's with his left foot as well. Here again, right foot touch. They're gonna have to send him home, man. He's not gonna miss.
Wow, that's power. Cole Palmer versus Chakri here. I think we know who's going to win. Oof.
Oh, wowzers. Effortless. Look, they kicked him off. I said enough. There was another one though. I don't know if, look at that finish is a joke. There was another one where his touch. I don't know what clip it is, but I think it's that one. Incredible first touch and finish, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's have a look. Let's see if this is the one.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Like, that is ridiculous. Can you just rewind that one? Do you know how crazy that touch is?
It just makes it look like there's nothing.
It makes it look like it's nothing. It makes it look so easy. You know how difficult that is?
Wow. Like, even striking the ball like this,
On the
he's like
bounce.
striking it
Like,
with the inside of the foot, right?
exactly.
With power. Yeah. So, and with both feet, like you said. So, guys, for those of you who say, I can never work, like my first touch is good enough, like I don't need to work on it, my finishing is good enough. This Chakri, he's in these clips, he's a 10 out of 10. That's the levels you need to aim for.
Yeah.
All right, so you can always do better. Even though like I consider myself maybe a 9.5 to Chakri's 10, I can always get better.
I didn't know if you were being serious there or not.
No, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's a
But
joke. He's a joke. Jay's
he's
saying
very
he has
good.
a Marcelo touch.
Mm.
Marcelo is one of the best left backs, man. Like, any fullbacks in the chat, if you want to look at an ultimate kind of fullback, who was unbelievably technically, but also defensively and going forwards, he was so good. Go watch clips of Marcelo. Top player.
Yeah.
And I think if you ask Ronaldo, who do you think was the most important player that you played with at Real Madrid, I think Marcelo would be top 3 players easily.
Yeah. I mean, is he retired now? Because I saw this clip of him at Kingsley.
Yeah, he's retired now.
He's retired now, so he's not even playing seriously. So what is he doing here? I think he's taking a pen. But there was some other clip I saw of him where he was just taking on players and finishing. Don't know if this is the one. Let's see. Marcelo's first goal. Is that it? Yeah. But Sam's right, guys, because yesterday, Sam, we got maybe 4 questions about how can I improve as a fullback? What should I do as a fullback?
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, Sam, watch highlights of Marcelo if you want inspiration.
100%, man. Like, just go watch highlights of him, go see what he does well, like, just little clips, like. And it's not even just about all the skills and the things that might come up in the highlights, but it's just his efficiency and his decision making. That was what he was so good at. He always made the right decision. When he got into that final third, he made the right pass. He made the right decision. And then defensively, he was just as good. Like, here, I think he passes it to his teammate, to Ronaldo. Yeah, there you go.
So good. Him and like 10 years ago when the fullbacks, it was like the battle of the fullbacks. You had Marcelo and you had Dani Alves.
Oh, yeah, Dani Alves as well. What a player.
The 2 best fullbacks in the world, probably, at that time. Him,
100.
Dani Alves, Marcelo, trying to think who else. Like, Ashley Cole was very good.
Ashley Cole was good, yeah. But again, with Ashley Cole, I think defensively he was a lot better than he was attacking. Whereas I think Marcelo and Dani Alves going forwards, they were like top 2.
Yeah, Dani Alves and Marcelo, study them because
That's what I think as well. Like, you see, as a striker, like, I think having like a good attacking fullback makes it such a big difference in terms of them scoring a lot more goals, just because it creates more space for them. and it creates like an overload on that kind of on the wing, so it drags out another centre half, which creates space in the middle for the striker. Like if you look back at so many goals, when you have an attacking fullback, it makes such a big difference. And I think if you take that Marcelo out of that Real Madrid team, if you take Dani Alves out of that Barcelona team, Messi and Ronaldo probably wouldn't score as many as they did. So it all contributes. It makes a big difference.
It can also work the other way, Sam. I remember when I was 18. That 18 years old is when I had like my first proper first team season with a semi-pro team, and I remember I was about to get dropped from the whole team because they couldn't figure out my position. They picked 30 players as in the final squad, and there was about 40. So 10 trialists were remaining. I was one of the trialists, and about 1 or 2 weeks before they had to make the call to cut players and have the final squad, the coaches pulled me aside and the other trialists and said, "Look, like you're one of the few that we're unsure about." And they said to me specifically, "What is your position?" I was like, "All right, I got to get my position right. I've been playing center mid. Now I'm going to double down on being a winger." And then the next game, we scored 3 goals. I played a reserve game, 3 goals, and I made 3 assists. Just crossing the ball.
Yeah.
Crossing the ball, made 3 assists, 3 goals. And then the next game, I got in the first team. And there was a late injury, so I started the game in the first team. And then I scored a goal. I think I made another assist. And then I ended up just starting for the first team, and I got signed to the team. So I just made this complete switch. But the reason why I say this, not to brag, but my best ability in that team was giving crosses to our number 9. And our number 9 was this Irish guy, tall Irish guy, who was really good with his head. Really good with his head. Wasn't the fastest player, but he was a great poacher and really good with his head. So that made a huge difference in terms of my own performance in the team. So I say that to say it can also work the other way. If you have a really good number 9, really good strikers who can finish the ball, maybe in the air or on the ground, it also helps the wingers a lot too.
100%, 100%. And I think even like with yourself, like you had to make sure your quality was high in terms of your crossing, in terms of like your stamina to get up and down the pitch for the whole game, and make sure that you even though you was making them overlapping runs and you was getting high up, you still had the quality to produce good crosses in for your striker, because there's no point having good stamina and then when you come to the cross, it's rubbish. It's useless. So again, it comes down to your end product, which was good. Which again, guys, you never know. Like one game can change. Someone gets injured, and then that's what happened with Nick. Something happened. He ended up getting in the first team, and then he held his kind of position there, and that's how it started for him. So you never know, guys. You just need to make sure no matter what game you play with high quality. You give it 100%, and you just do the basics well, and the other bits will take care of itself, really.
Yeah, that's why we always say, like, players always ask you, Sam, or in the chat, like, what's your favorite position? What position should I play in the field? I'm good at this and that. Sometimes you look at the dynamic of your own team and what you want to get in, and you think, is it like very competitive? I was when I was in the team I'm talking about, I was playing center mid. I don't know why I was playing there, but I thought I'll get on the ball a lot. But there were some really good center mids in that team. A couple that ended up going to play professionally. So there was a lot of competition in that position. And the winger position was also competitive, but I felt I could just make a better difference there because I knew we had some really good strikers that were, especially one striker that was really good in the air. So I thought, okay, I think I have the best cross in the team, the best long balls in the team, best cross. I'm going to try use that to my advantage in this team, play as a wing, deliver balls in the box, and let's see what happens. And so that's why, guys, if we didn't have good strikers, if I wasn't intelligent enough to think where can I make the best difference in this team, I could have easily got dropped. I was on the verge of not even playing in the reserves. So, but we made this one change. I got in the first team, and then the first 3 games of the season, I was top scorer in the league.
Wow.
So I always say that to say, guys, anything is possible, but takes the right coach, the right circumstances to also put yourself in the right position. So
for sure, and you have to be adaptable. You have to be adaptable because every coach has different kind of philosophies, different style of play. So if you're adaptable and you're able to play in more than one position, not only will it help you in terms of your football IQ and your football understanding, but it will help you in terms of you might get more minutes, you might play more because the coach trusts you in different kind of positions. So it's always things to consider. There was a question I saw. Roxy, hello, bro. Who do you guys think is better, Nuno Mendes or Jurriën Timber? I think Nuno Mendes, bro. I think Nuno Mendes is the best fullback in the world at this moment in time. Timber has been exceptional this season, but I think Nuno Mendes is number one for me right now. Yeah, I'd go Nuno Mendes.
nice.
TK asks, if you know you're good, is that ego?
That's a great question.
That is a good question. And TK, I'll be honest with you. If you want to be successful, if you want to be, one of the better players, you have to know you're good. You have to have. It's not ego. It's just being confident in your own ability and knowing what you bring to the team. Because you have to have the kind of mindset of, I know I'm good. I know what I bring to this team. I know my strengths. I know my qualities. So, when I play for this team, I'm going to use that and I'm going to help the team in any way I can to show my qualities and to help the team win. That's not ego. That's just you understanding what you bring to the team and what qualities you bring that others might not bring. And every player has their own kind of qualities, So once you bring that all together, that's when you create a strong team. You create a strong team and a winning team. So yeah, having a knowing you're good and believing in your ability, it's nothing to do with ego, bro. You have to have that self-confidence when you play football. What do you think, Nick? Agree?
Yeah, for the most part, I do. Nothing controversial there. I think a good way to answer that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, and then we have a player, Callum, of course, that's come to almost every day of the podcast. He sent us some clips to review for the podcast today. But Callum, if you're listening, I've been looking at them, but the footage is it's a little bit hard to see. So I'm not going to show on the stream today, but we'll give you some feedback privately, just because it's a little bit blurry, so it's not going to make for great watching.
What's that question? Should the best player who can play in a few positions give up his main position for a good teammate? I mean, that's down to the manager, really. I don't think you get to choose whether to give up a position or not. I think it's down to the manager to decide where he wants to play his players, and if he feels like he wants to play you in that position, he wants to play the other player in that position, then that's the manager's decision. But yeah, I don't think that's a decision that you should be making.
Yeah, and if you're really good, indispensable type of player, he's going to find a way to play you anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
TK says, because I'm a striker that has no ego, is that a problem? Honestly, bro, I think it's not a problem, but I think you should switch your mentality a little bit. Because if you look at all the great strikers in the world, they all have a bit of selfishness about them. You need to be a little bit selfish as a striker. It's not selfish in a bad way where everything's just about you. It's selfish in a way of like, you're the man. You're the man that in the big moments you're going to be there to help score the goals. You're going to be there, in each game to score the goals. Because the hardest thing to do in football is scoring goals. That's why strikers get paid the most money. So you should have that kind of mentality of, just again, it comes back to that self-belief and having that ego in terms of, I'm the main man in this team. Give me the ball and I will score a goal. You should have that kind of mentality. And that's how it should always be, because you should go into every game believing that you're going to win the game, you're going to, do well, you're going to score, you're going to help the team in any way possible. That should be your mentality regardless. You shouldn't go into a game thinking anything less than. Yeah, so you should always have that mindset, bro.
I'm looking at top strikers at the moment, the top 25, and I will see names on this list and I think, okay, they don't fit the definition as someone with a big ego. I think Ollie Watkins is one of those that stand out. Like, I don't look at him and I think he's got a big, massive ego. But I think again, another one is like quiet confidence, just in your own ability. You don't have to outwardly look like a selfish or arrogant type of person, but yeah, every great striker definitely has quiet confidence about them. I think Harry Kane is another example. You compare how Harry Kane talks versus, I don't know, like a Ronaldo, like who seems a bit more arrogant, a bit more full of themselves. Like you could say maybe Ronaldo is and Harry Kane isn't, but you definitely know behind the scenes and when he's thinking to himself, in the big moments, like he's thinking to himself, yeah, I'm the man, or I got this. But he might not say it like Ronaldo does.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but he's got
And
it.
it's all about, it's, as you said, Harry Kane's probably very humble player. Ollie Watkins, humble player, and you should always be humble, guys. Like always be a humble kind of player, and you should never get too high, never get too low. Always keep that kind of, a mindset of a good balance, because it's so important. But again, you need to just have that self belief. All of these players that you see, they have that self belief. They know. Harry Kane. Harry Kane knows he's the best finisher. Wherever club he goes to, he's the man. No one's better than him in finishing. And all the names that you see here, they probably have the same kind of mentality. They know they're the best striker. They know that they're the goal scorers. And that's the most important thing, because every striker goes through a run where they might go on a little drought. Strikers go on droughts, and I speak to strikers all the time where they say, "Oh, I haven't scored in about 8 games. I lost my confidence. I'm taking extra touches now because I'm not as confident." And the main thing, guys, listen. The main thing is when you go on a goal drought, right? The worst thing you can do is like to think about scoring so much. If you keep thinking, oh, I need to score, I need to score, I need to score, and you put so much pressure on yourself and you go into games thinking, I need to score, I need to score, you will never score, trust me. You have to go into games with a free mind. I think Haaland has says this in his interview recently, but having a free mind and go into games understanding, yeah, I haven't scored in, let's say, 4, 5, 6 games, so be it. But the next game, I'm going into it with a fresh mind. If I don't score the first chance, I'll score the second chance. And it's about trying to just reset your mind into thinking and to know that, these things is part of football, but it's not going to last forever. Once you get that next goal, trust me, it's going to become like a domino effect, and you're going to go on a run again, and it always happens, guys. So never get disheartened if you haven't scored in a few games, and look back at old clips of yourself scoring, because it makes a big difference to see, like, listen, like, you've been doing this season after season. So yeah, I think that's a really important one to take on goal droughts and things like that as a striker.
I think one, and that's your favorite player, Sam, Karim Benzema. When did he win the
Ballon d'Or?
Ballon d'Or?
When was it? Like 3 years ago?
3 years ago. But I remember when he was at Madrid, he had like a goal drought, and it stretched quite a while. He had like, I can't remember exactly how long, but he definitely had a big goal drought. Or he wasn't scoring many goals in games. And then he bounced back from it. Do you know what I'm talking about? I remember.
I think I know, but like, honestly, if you go and look at any top striker, they've all had goal droughts. Like every striker will have a drought in their career.
Guys, have a look at this. Karim Benzema had a 16-month international goal drought in 2013. 16-month international goal drought. I don't know how many appearances he made, but he didn't score an international goal in 16 months. I think here as well, 2020, okay, Benzema didn't score for 613 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, I don't know how many games that is. Maybe that's at least 7 90-minute games. I don't think he played all 90 minutes. So probably it's some more games.
But look
But
at
yeah,
that,
guys.
2024. If you go a little, 2024, go a little bit higher. At the Blames, he was on a 3-month goal drought.
3 months.
Like,
And that's in the
guys,
Saudi league, which should be easier, supposedly.
3 months is a long time, guys. If you're thinking, if you have a game a week, that's 12 games.
Yeah.
You know, so it's 12 games without a goal. It's a long time. So if the best players in the world go through goal droughts, like, it's part of football. So yeah, man.
And then there's doubts, guys. 2017, Karim Benzema goal drought. Does Benzema still have what it takes, or is his time running out? This is the thing about sports, guys. Like, this was being said in 2017, so years before he won the world's best player award. So I'm not going to play this video here, but that's what the headlines were. So, guys, when you look at your own career, you're looking at for inspiration. Always look at it as a story. Always look at it as a comeback story as well. If you're on the bench or you're low on confidence, look at what the best do. They always have people doubting them. They always have headlines like this. Does he have what it takes, or is time running out? So you're writing your own story. So make sure there's a good outcome, positive ending.
For sure, and that's why we always say, if you want to make it, guys, you're gonna have to have such a strong mentality in football, because you're gonna have doubters everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, they'll try to bring you down, put you down. So yeah, it's so important. Stay humble, stay focused on your goal, and to keep on always believing in yourself, no matter what, guys. No matter what, never stop believing in yourself.
Love that, Sam. I think you're curing yourself of your own sickness,
I hope so, guys. I hope this live is gonna bring me back to life, and from tomorrow, I'll be better. But yeah, man, it's been good. I've enjoyed the last 30 days. I can't lie. It's been amazing. Like, just to speak to you guys and to build up that kind of relationship with all of you, and to see that the same faces, new faces coming in every single day, and to give back, as much kind of knowledge myself and Nick can give back to you guys is what we want to do, and to help you guys, because the more players we can help, the more players we see, in the top leagues and in a professional game. We're more than happy. That's what we're here for. That's what we want. At Train Effective, we built something where we are looking to help, you guys improve, develop. But again, we want to see all of you guys at the top, and we know how hard it is, because we've been through that journey. We know the difficulties you're gonna have to overcome. So yeah, man. So as long as we can help you guys, trust me, we're happy. Thank you, Dino.
You're the number one striker, Sam. Andre Martinson says, thoughts about Siam Yap. Siam Yap was a player that attended our Train Effective camps. He's now playing for the Thailand national team, youth national team, and he's playing for, I believe, a first division club in Thailand. So our thoughts about him is he's someone who came to the camp. He was he was heads and shoulders above the rest in terms of his attitude. So his attitude was really top. He wanted to learn. He wanted to impress. His work ethic was great. So we're a big supporter of Siam Yap.
That's so important, players coming in, like, you might be head and shoulders, above the rest, or you might be, really good. But if you are a player that's, you're willing to learn, and you're not one of these players that are arrogant, thinking, I've got nothing to learn, I'm too good. You can always improve, no matter how old you are, no matter where you play. You can always improve.
Love that. And hi, bro, says hi. I was able to go to England to play for Division 3 club from Australia. Thank you, Train Effective. Division 3, I don't know what that is. Is that League 1, Division 3, an academy or something? But anyway, well done, bro. Well done. And by the way, hi, we always like to cover success stories, always like to follow your journey. So I'm gonna drop my username, my Instagram username. Make sure you drop me a Instagram message with your story because we'd love to follow. Okay.
Yeah.
So give a follow to Nick Humph, NickHumbh, Nick Humphries. DM me.
What player should I analyze before my game? I'm midfielder and watch Pedri. Yeah, you can watch Pedri, you can watch Modric, you can watch Xavi, Iniesta, all of these kind of technical players. Go watch clips of them on YouTube, bro.
And then Andre, do you think Siam will play Europe in the future? Yeah, he could. He's got to figure out how to make that move from Thailand to Europe. Uh, Thankfully, though, I think he does have a British passport, a British nationality, so he can make that move. But it's got to be what's right for him because I think he's got a lot of popularity, a lot of interest in Thailand, and it could be much better than what he gets offered in Europe. So he's just got to make that choice for himself. Whenever he does want to come back to Europe and play, especially in the UK, I'm sure a train effector will be able to help him out with our network. So. Andre, are you a friend of Siam? Yeah. User says, what about the Georgian First Division? Do you know anything about the Georgian First Division?
I'll be honest, I don't know too much about the Georgian First Division. Yeah, so I can't really comment on that.
All right. Love that. So, Sam, I think now we gotta get you to bed, and we also have to put the 30 days of dedication to bed, at least for now.
For now, yeah. This isn't done, guys. Trust me. So stay tuned because there'll be something else coming out, whether we do something weekly. But we want to see you guys. We want to carry on, carry this on because as I don't know about you, but it's been great the last 30 days for myself. Anyways, what about you, Nick?
Yeah, no, 100%. We love it. This is one of our channels, our mediums to be able to connect with you guys more on a deeper level. There've been some fun moments and big headlines, whether it's a World Cup draw, Mo Salah, you drinking pickle juice at the camp because I think it was Reese that signed up on the stream. You're going to be drinking pickle juice. So yeah, man, it's been fun, and that's what it's all about. It's about creating lifelong fans, about sticking with people through the journey for many years to come. So this is what it's all about.
100%, 100%, yes.
And I think in terms of going forward, we're going to make an announcement probably later this week about how we'll continue with this. I had an idea, Sam. We haven't discussed this yet, but I was like, why don't we just make this 100 days of dedication, and then maybe you have 1 or 2 or 3. We'll figure out the number. Maybe it's like 2 podcasts, 2 streams a week, and that way, we can have a lot more clips to review, a lot more things we can prepare for, and yeah, that could be the way. But Chris says, I sure hope to have more lives from you guys weekly would be awesome, and thank you, Chris. He says good luck at the Florida camp. Yep.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you for moderating.
Appreciate you, Chris, man. Yeah. But yeah, no, that could be a good idea. That could be a good idea. I think it's just something that we will discuss and then we will let everyone else know very soon.
Love that. Do we want to end the 30 days of dedication on one last question?
Let's do 3 questions because I feel nice right
3
now.
3 questions to end it. All right, let's go.
So the first one is, how can I stop knee pain? By Fabio. Fabio, you need to start working on your strength and your work on your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, because right now they're a bit weak. So that's why your knee is taking all the force. So you need to make sure your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your hips, your calves, all of that is strong. So because when you're playing football, you want that to take all the power and the force away, not your knees. So very important.
I'm just sharing a video here as well, guys. James Madison is going through ACL rehab at the moment, and I haven't watched this video because it's 50 minutes long. But if you want to see a reality of a pro footballer that's injured, is a 47-minute, I guess, like episode for you. And you can see, I saw a few clips about this on Instagram, what he's doing with his ACL rehab.
Yeah.
But You can see him in the gym here.
Yeah, man, there's a loads of different exercises you're going to see that, but they're working on his, making sure to build up that kind of strength in his, that muscle in his knee, in his quads, in his hamstrings. You'll see, look, it's always just working on it. Yeah, interesting one.
Some juggling. So yeah, there you go. Have a look at that, guys.
Next question, Shininho, how do I improve my right foot? My left is like Messi, but my right foot is shocking. I mean, listen, if you are you even using your right foot? Like, what's going on? Because the only way you're going to improve it is by practicing and by training your right foot. So instead of like, if you're in a game situation or whatever, or if you're in training and you're kind of scared to use your right foot, you're never going to improve on it. So, the next training session or the next match you're in, just use your right foot. Why don't you just say to yourself, I'm just going to use my right foot today. I'm just going to literally the whole session, I'm just going to use my right foot. And then that way you will improve and it will become something that you get used to it. And it's not like, oh, I'm scared to use my right foot. So I just say, just use it more and you'll see gradually and slowly it will improve.
Yeah. All the training you do, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Keep doing that.
Dino says, how did you handle your goal drought if you've had one? Yeah, of course I've had one, man. Of course I've had one. I mean, when I've been on goal droughts, I've had like close like friends, cousins, they're all like onto me, they're bantering me, saying, oh, look, you're on a goal drought, blah, when you're gonna score next, blah blah blah. And people will make jokes and that, but it's all fun and games. But at the end of the day, I know like within myself, if I'm doing the right things off the pitch and I'm doing my training and I'm doing my recovery and I'm doing all the right things and I'm preparing correctly, the goals will come. So it's always about looking at the positive side of things and I never let it kind of affect me in terms of, not being good enough or not being like in a way of like it puts me down or where I'm like scared to get a chance. Never, because if you want to be a top goal scorer, you have to be okay with missing chances, because as a goal scorer, you will miss chances. Like the only way to score goals is by missing chances. So like it's like you're gonna miss a lot of chances during your career, but if you don't get chances, that's when you should be worried. So as long as you're getting chances, if you miss some, if you score some, it's absolutely fine. But then I never let a goal drought kind of affect me in terms of my mental side of things or not believing in myself, because I know once that goal comes, it will come as a domino effect. But yeah, I think those are the 3 questions.
Love that. As a bonus, FBet League. Have you heard? I've not heard about that.
The Bulgarian League. Yeah,
Bulgarian League.
I know the Bulgarian League a little bit. Yeah.
Bulgaria's best player ever, Dimitar Berbatov.
Yes, but you see that player from Brentford, Thiago, the striker. No, Thiago.
Thiago. Yeah.
Yeah, and the striker for Brentford. He came from Ludogorets in Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's Igor Thiago, right?
Is that Igor Thiago?
We're talking with the Brazilian Igor Thiago.
I don't know. I just know him as Thiago.
Yeah, Ludogorets, Razgrad, yeah. And then he went to Bruges.
And then he went to Brentford, yeah. So obviously he was in Bulgaria scoring goals, and yeah, man. So again, people ask, is it bad to be a professional in this league or whatever league? Nah, bro, listen. You got to start somewhere, because any league you go to, if you do well, you can easily get a move to a better league, which is the case with Thiago. Any league he's gone to, he's scored goals, and now he's second top goal scorer in the Prem. So with Brentford, so fair play to him.
Yeah, you got to make sure to start anywhere, guys. Anywhere. Like when I was 18, I got offered a contract to play professionally in Hungary in the second division. And the facilities in Hungary at that time weren't great, so I don't think they still are. The second division is, I don't know. You don't want to spend your whole life playing the second division in Hungary if you really want to go places in football. But the conditions were not great. The facilities not that great, but it was a second division Hungary. And I remember one of the players saying to me, it was like an African player next to me. He's been with the team for a while. He's like, Nick, it's important. You know, if you play here, you're going to be in transfer market. You guys know transfer market. It's a database of all the different professional players in the world, and it's something that agents will look at, other clubs will look at, and try to look at your history. So if you're 18, 19, teenager playing in a professional league anywhere in the world, that's gonna make you a target to a lot of other European leagues. Especially if you're playing in Hungary, like you could maybe step up to the first division or play in another Eastern European league or somewhere else. But those kind of things are really important for your CV. And I look back and I think, yeah, I should have. Had I been was it 18 or 19 again in the same 18? I think I was 18 years old, just turned 18 in the same shoes again. Yeah, I'd do it for sure because that would have put you on transfer market, and yeah, that stuff matters. Those career decisions.
For sure, for sure. And again, what Nick said as well, don't just be comfortable being comfortable. You know, if you want to play at the highest level, you got to come out your comfort zone. If you get opportunities to go to a better team, a higher level, take it. Don't be afraid. Don't have that kind of fear of thinking, oh, I might not be good enough, or I'm not. I don't want to go there and be out of my comfort zone. Nah, bro, you should never have that mentality. If you wanna be successful in this game, you have to just go for it and come out your comfort zone, guys. Nothing good comes in your comfort zone. All the successes that you're gonna have will come from out of your comfort zone. Trust me, guys. So yeah, I think we should leave it on that.
We'll leave it on that, guys. We'll see you. Maybe there's going to be a day 31. We don't know yet, but make sure you check out our social media. Look at our Instagram stories, especially to see what we're going to be doing next. But that was the 30-day dedication. It's a wrap.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, thanks you for tuning in, guys. Thanks, legends. No problem, Dino. But yeah, hopefully, guys, just look out on our socials. We will be back again very soon. We'll keep you guys updated on the plan going forwards. But yeah, look forward to seeing you guys all very soon, whether that's before Christmas. If it's not before Christmas, wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And then, yeah, hopefully see you guys either back in the new year or, coming up to Christmas time. We'll let you guys know.
Let's go. You're welcome, Dino. And thank you, Chris. You guys are amazing. Chris, appreciate it. We'll see you guys.